They can. They have so many picks from Moreno. They want to make sure that Finn, right, isn't counted too hard. What do they have in mind though with Cho and the big band?
Yeah, what is this Hilda pick? I can see Cho is more comfort than anything else. But what about this Hilda pick? Feels like you're setting up something here, either in the roam or is there a possibility of the Akai? I don't think so.
A roam Akai?
I don't think that's.
What Omawa dubs the vlogging Akai? They can do nothing until level 4?
I don't like that.
This is the problem, man. In your heart of hearts, you have the feeling that like Bigetron could possibly go for it, and that is enough to be confusing. Defense from ONIC. There's a counter for the sweep.
Sun rises when I give
And
the
they
word.
took the lead.
Just look for keyboard.
Yeah.
Badang, Datos,
Hylos. I guess Hylos.
Chip, and Blue.
Oh, I don't know Chip. I don't know about Chip.
Blue isn't awful, I feel like. It's a bit more difficult to push back away. Can wreak havoc in the midst of a chaos, right?
It can't be like a crazy pick, right? For keyboard.
But what could...
I don't think there's any set heroes because Kai is on the other side. It's really tough for you to play that kind of game.
It should be called like zoning heroes, control heroes. That's why the Cho and the Hilda is banned out
For
potentially.
what, like Hylos?
Yeah, I think Hylos makes the most sense. You can't go wrong with Hylos.
It's just more aggressive though. I feel like ONIC might want to have to be more aggressive.
Brody! What? Nah, I don't like this. You're fishing out on a Kai spin. What the heck?
Championship points.
Are they
by the
planning
way.
on just like going in the gold lane, going for the dives?
Dude, this is so risky. This is not how ONIC plays.
Wait, can Brody purify?
Nah, absolutely not.
What?
If it's a purify, he's killing himself.
That is such a risky pick.
Oh, is the Valir open?
Valir is open, yes.
Against Hylos and Fredrin, I'm gonna say that the Valir just shuts everything down. But the Lapu is a concern, because the Lapu can still get to you.
The Lapu is the concern, and you don't have any damage to complement bursting on the Brody. And I think that's a big thing. I feel like this is gonna be something like this. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they played safe. They
Good
go for Lilia.
DPS approach though.
I hate the Brody pick. I'm sorry.
You hate it with a vengeance? Is this it?
Yeah, with the vengeance of Shogun.
Is this it?
Might be.
Mirko is waving the Bigetron jersey. He is convinced.
He's signaling for 0. Let me tell you that.
We're on the precipice of change, ladies and gentlemen. One game away from championship points. We're going to throw it over to our casters to break this potential final game of MPL ID Season 17.
One final step remains. For years, the Velodrome has only known one ruler. Championship after championship, every road led back to ONIC. But tonight, for the first time, that reign trembles. Bigetron stand one victory away from their first trophy in forever. One victory away from completing the coup. One victory away from defying the dynasty.
Still a lot to fight for. 3-0 means nothing if you can't finish the job. It's a best of 7, not a best of 5. The 3-0 lead is great. The advantage is on them. They have no pressure compared to ONIC, who have to climb back from this mountain of a lead. But it is not over yet. They gotta stay calm, composed. And right now we are waiting for that final game. For Bigetron, that's definitely what they want to think. The final game. For ONIC, they're thinking 4 more games. They're thinking, we're locking in. That Brody pick, though, we have to talk about that. The analysts didn't get to talk to it about it too much because, you know, obviously it's so sudden. It was last pick. I personally am not a fan of it.
It's a lane bully. But hey, up against an Akai, against a Khalid, so fragile, so susceptible. But the land of Dawn is calling. Can Bigetron rewrite history? It is now or never. This time, it is potentially the last game of ONIC against Bigetron by Vitality.
Everything on the line. Can the robots finish the coup? The coup of the greatest empire known in Indonesia, the dynasty that lasted for so long. They must go for the throat if they want to do it here. Kelra already burning the flicker early with an early gank from Finn on the Halid.
That's the lead. Obviously happening with the mid prio. It doesn't really help that they also have the Lilia to play with it. And Suns, we're gonna talk about him particularly in this grand finals. Hasn't been the best performance out of him, especially when he is put in picks that are not comfortable. Look at Kelra, receiving a lot of heat. Under the third wheel, he will go. And he will go for the Master Assassin. He knows he wants to win out the lane, that Brody is gonna bully the clock to eternity. And even Eman running the vitality to have extra bit of health, respecting that matchup against the Brody.
He knows that the Brody is picked for one sole reason, and it's to win out lane. It's for ONIC to rotate down below and capitalize on this weak side pick. It's something that we haven't seen throughout MPL ID. Well, I mean, we've seen a couple, but like not for ONIC, right? ONIC, they don't do this. They're not known to play with these, is it safe to say, desperate strategies?
Niche picks. And maybe, just maybe, it screams desperation. Look at Nile.
Look at this.
He's gonna fish for a reaction from Kelra. The flicker burnt.
There's just no chance. No chance to react. Nile! Oh, he pulls Kelra all the way. He's gonna go for the kill. And that's KCC. Kelra taken out already on the Brody. The strong side Brody. Bigetron. They don't care about the turtle. They don't care about the neutral objective. They instead look towards Kelra. Finn, all in. Great shove by Shogun to disengage for Finn.
Very great usage of the final flash. They want to go for more, it seems like.
They're gonna get hunted down here, Finn. You can't lock him down. Nile gets the green cap.
That green cap, at least, stabilizes everything as well for Nile. Kelra down bottom. A level down against him, and now he hits level 4. But you can take a look at how susceptible the Brody is. That Akai was just walking to the turret, and there's nothing Kelra can do about it. Sans will rotate down bottom. Can they get this kill on Finn? I don't think they can. That's like a lead that has sustainability. And then we ask the question, what is this Brody going to go for in terms of the build? Is it going to be all out damage? Because I think that's what he wants to go for, especially when you know it bullies you in the lane. But that death seems like it has stopped a potential catastrophe up against Eman. So Bigetron, they know they can keep things stable for Eman and not let himself be bullied to eternity. I think there's still a chance. No way. But for now, look at the gold crab. Kelra will be the one to take it.
That would have been really demoralizing had Eman gotten it, and he already has the lead right now. It's a very small lead, but it's a lead nonetheless. Nile looking for the play, retreat in as well. Oh, he's just gonna walk past. What? Lutpi thrown back again. He's gonna get a lot of those turret shots, and now, oh, Bravest Fighter. Lutpi, no flicker. He goes for the stun, but that's the Bravest Fighter already used up, and Shogun, he's right there. No heavy spin for the neutral objective that spawns in 15 seconds.
And maybe this time, ONIC will take this opportunity to possibly look for a collapse onto Eman. He knows that he is being hunted by ONIC. And Sam will be there. Good reaction from Finn, too. But this will give time and space for Kelra to hit the turret's plating. Turtle spawns, and now, will they still have that heavy spin? Gold crab. Acquired by Eman. They'll play in the cycle. Shogun is close by. They don't know that he is there, but Lutpi senses something is wrong, so he will join the fight too. Bravest Fighter is up. Let's see who wins this dance.
Whoa.
On a flash.
Yannick, see that? That's a big resource to be burning at the start of the fight. Shogun gonna go in. Glorious pathway sent down by Keyboy. The carpet is laid down. Now gonna go in. That's Keyboy with Law and Order. Finn. Flicker in out the safety as that's a retribution by Kai. And Nile's gonna go for the fight instead as Eman's right there. And Kyrie walking up with a heavy spin gets used and the turn by memory. Takes Nile very low, but not down just yet. That sounds the quicker. Taking Nile down. Moreno right there. And ONIC are alive.
At least that one kill ignites the flame in them. Final slash to Kyrie. That's a tanky Frederick. Can he get this purple buff? I think he just might. No. Oh, it's Sans. Goes to Sans. So Sans acquires that, and that's gonna help him even more. Let's see if they can take the structure. Sans will try to screen out and deny access to lane for Eman. And now ONIC are playing for the Brody slowly but surely. Item-wise, yes, they have to seize completed. A leather jerkin too for extra survivability. Let's take a look at this. That's a adaptive glove. Is he gonna go for Sky Piercer?
It's all in or nothing for the god on the gold lane.
It's a gamble.
It's a gamble. It's the Brody pick is a gamble. That in itself is already a risk that they were willing to take. So you gotta go all in with the build as well.
Oh no. Let's see if it does something. If it does, then ONIC has pulled out a desperation into a silver lining. Thunderbelt for Finn. So now you have extra damage in defense. Keyboy.
Glorious pathway. Keyboy able to get the Law and Order. Now the final slash. Great dodge by Keyboy. Heavy spin to lock him down. Shogun zone away. Keyboy stays alive for a bit, but Moreno takes him out of the fight. That's the Gloom to win damage. Now he goes on to Sans. The black shoes away as Sans has to escape. A stun from Lutpi onto 2. But it is just the 1-4-0 for BTR.
The front to back is so good from Bigetron by Vitality. They can just segmentate the team fight in a way that just protects the carries, especially Eman now, the main damage dealer. And it seems like ONIC wants to collapse on Shogun.
Yep. That they do. They're gonna get the torn apart memory as well. Well, Shogun with a jump all around, but it's not gonna be enough for him to survive. Kelra, his first kill in the game. Moreno, no black shoes, has to flicker out. Sans trying to go in. Now fit with the Raging Sandstorm, lands it on Sans and Keyboy. Kelra still there to look for the damage. Now jumps in with a headbutt. Eman with a lazy new end, and now the heavy spin. Lippy comes into the Raven Spider. Now jumps in on the Kelra right now. Spin jumps in the back line and is able to trash him down. That's a kill. Eman right there with the help of Lippy. He's gonna go for the Raging Slashes. Then it takes him on down.
Lutpi again, the beacon of hope for ONIC. It looked like everything was lost. They took down Eman and Nile. Lutpi still staring at the eyes of death. But ONIC, that's what happens when you clump up together. That ultimate in the Khalid, a heavy spin to pin them down. But still, flawless is ONIC. In terms of that mutual objective, Kyrie gets all three. This Brody, yes, it hurts. The Skypiercer completed. But once a member from Bigetron reaches to him, he has no other option than possibly the skill 2 or a flicker. But the flicker got burnt there, so now this Brody sits in a very tough spot. Again, the chase potential, the Arlen from the Panda to the Akai. Shogun has his recall, essentially waiting for Lippy to overextend. But as of now, it's going to be quiet.
Lippy senses something fishy, that's for sure. Great read on Lippy.
2-level lead.
But again, here we have to look at the 3 neutral objectives taken by ONIC, a whole structure as well, and there's going to be 2 structures now, but only a 1,000 gold lead for now. Bigetron doing a good job at playing damage control. Nile been sent to clear up top. He goes for the Retribution and denies the turret away as the mid lane looks good for Bigetron. Man, just poking Lippy down every chance he gets.
The lack of range from ONIC that pushes them. Finn wants to walk up close. And this Lilia is such a pest to deal with. Wishing Lantern, second item. Extra bit of damage too. That's what he really wants. To be able to shred down this Hylos, even this Lapu Lapu and the Fredrin.
Dang.
Just so immobile when it comes to receiving the gloom and the close. Item so far, Skypiercer, like we said, for Kelra, can he farm those stacks? That's a problem. As a Granger, you can hit from afar. You can always try to fish out angles where you are still safe. But for the Brody, you gotta follow the front line, and sometimes you get exposed to a certain degree. So he has to play this carefully. Down bottom, it's Emmanuel building up a wave. Lippy will answer.
Yep. Lippy has been fantastic this game. Glorious pathway into the mid lane. Moreno just chunked a bit, but that's it. An ultimate that they've utilized. Finn hiding away. That's onto the Lantern Flare. And a big shot. Torn apart memory. Finn! Oh, he gets away bidding on a torn apart memory. Now Keyboy is the one sent to respawn over. And Mon gets caught for the damage. The Raven Spider already baited out as he goes for the stun, but heavy spin comes in from Nile. They set their sights onto the purple ball, but Nile's going to be able to secure it. Now the Kai takes it away with a big bonk.
Yep. Fraser's Wrath delivers him that purple buff. But if you take a look at how far back Kelra was playing, he can now only rely on getting those stacks going and then potentially go for the ultimate. Kelra has to be careful. Finn is looking for a flank angle. If they don't detect him, he's going to be toast.
Moreno with the flicker out of the glorious pathway! Struggling with the final slash out the Keyboy right now. Zeman takes the damage, but he purifies out of the stack from the Brody.
The Lord.
Takes him on down. Oh. He's good for Kai. Kelra goes for the stun. He goes for the kill. The torn apart memory doesn't land, but it's a flicker in. And a Skypiercer stack. Moreno in the mid lane, taken down by Sans. As Shogun has been, get rid of just one. Now it's Shogun trying to survive. Kelra looking for the stacks. Shogun with a stun on Lippy. The Vengeance still ready, but he has to escape as Lippy's trying to go in for the chase. Giving it Ozi with Raven Spider. That's the final slash, and it's a kill. Over to Lippy.
They were trying to give him the Skypiercer stack, but still a kill is going to be valuable. Plus the Lord too. 3 members fall down. ONIC finally with a winning team fight. Bigetron shook by the potential of this composition. Lippy goes to the second item, chastise. He knows the Cloud will sting. This Cloud will hurt, and he wants that HP regen. Kyrie up in that bush, possibly looking for someone coming. Swift Trinity completed by Eman. But the front to back from Bigetron is still so good, and if they want to play all in with a collapse, that is still an option too. This Lilia, someone needs to do something about it to reach it from afar. That has been Lippy in some cases. That's why the Hylos helps them pathway to the team fight. Now they want to crack open some structures down bottom, still being worked on. Bigetron doing a fantastic job of just trying to hold and pulling the trigger first.
This is the advantage though when you have a Brody on your team and you played for him, right? Strong side, playing for the gold lane. I thought Bigetron with that early gank on the Akai, they would have already dealt with Brody. but it's Kelra on the Brody, not just an ordinary Brody.
Yep.
Even now, they're sieging the turrets like it's nothing. They're just playing around this Brody to take those turrets, structures. Bigetron gonna have to scale, and ONIC have the mid game. This is the time where they are strongest.
The gold lead is still in the hands of Kelra, though.
And Lutpi.
And Lutpi, too.
Oh my god, that's almost a 3,000 gold lead.
Look at the
Lutpi.
Lutpi has been so strong. Even with an nature completed for the Brody, plus that malefic gun. Because he knows he has to hit from afar. Almost like an artillery mage to a certain extent. But the Sonics, hopeful they are. Can Bigetron shatter that now? It's all quiet, waiting for the next objective to go. Because it has always been about the big team fight. And if they can give Iman time and space to deal damage and dive. Because this Brody is going to be a victim of that too. With that skill too. If you ration it right, you can cancel that replacing duet. Potentially it can happen. But Kelra needs to be super careful. 20 seconds to the next Lord. And we have seen Finn multiple times looking for a flank angle. The surprising ONIC, hitting them from under. So far, ONIC, they stand very tactile together as a unit. And the sieges, if they do get the Lord, it's going to be very good for ONIC.
Finn's clearing the wave up top, and Man is holding this position as well. Lutpi's done good.
They have dips.
Wave in bottom lane, cleared out. It's going to be a slow push for ONIC. Pushing towards Bigetron.
Now they want to dance against the Lord too. Bigetron, will they be content of banning ONIC like this? Because I know they have that power. Kyrie hits level 15 already now with the heavy spin. Is it going to be the pin down? Is it going to be what scatters ONIC formation? Because they have to keep it compact.
Iman?
Brody cannot take damage, cannot die. And Iman, the BMI, a bit too close for comfort. The Lord, it is now or never.
Finn is into the bottom lane. He's gonna go for it as well. They're gonna go for it straight up as Lutpi's gonna get chain CC now. They're gonna burst him down straight up. Oh, Lutpi! How did he survive that? Oh my goodness! What a clutch revitalize! Sandstorm on San. They're able to cut away, and now it's ONIC's turn. Kelra with the jump onto Finn. Finn with the flicker in forward as the rest of the team tries to kite back as the man does damage on a Kai, but a big bomb comes in. And that's a kill over. Sort of our memory coming out as Kelra gets a double. Shogun gets the kill on San. And now it's Lutpi shooing Bigetron members away, and they have Kelra on 30 stacks.
And now they will siege onto the base of Bigetron by Vitality. 20 seconds for Nile and Moreno, 15 for Finn. What are they going to look for?
Oh,
Final Flash misses, but at least it clears out the wave. The minions. And Mon pops with a nature.
That with a nature was almost too early. The torn apart memory landed. Finn is up. Eman's gonna go for it. They're gonna go for the base straight up right now. The Blazing Ring gets used up, and Eman's gonna get taken down down by the Kai Fredrin. Finn with the Raging Sandstorm. Moreno back up. That Finn's still alive somehow. Logan is already dead, but Kelra wants to go for the end, and now it's gonna be Moreno with the jump again. The heavy spin denies him away from the end. But he's still there. Moreno gets rid of him. ONIC forces a game 5.
It is not as easy to take down that empire. The dynasty still stands, even with the castle walls broken and the gates opened. But ONIC, they have been tested in times like this. They know what it means to play in the back end. And they finally take their first game in this series. It's still 3-1.
Holy moly, Lutpi in this game. Oh God, what a performance. The Brody pick worked out in the end. Kelra, they played around him to end the game, and they did it. It was an early snowball. Fantastic.